Hi, I am Janet and I'm going to explain to you what a propilític alteration is. But first, what is a hydrothermal alteration? It's a complex process that involves mineralogical, chemical, and textural changes resulting from the interaction of the hot aqueous fluid and the rocks through which they circulate. And what is the use of studying alteration? For reason. Characterizes a deposit of mineral origin, provides a scanning vector, provides a sanation on a deposit, and defines the geological and tectonic environment of a deposit. You can see in this image there are various types of alteration. We are going to focus in this area on the propylitic alteration. The term related to this alteration is chloride, zeolite, and carbonate. And the first point is origin. The common protoliths are intermediate to mafic igneous rock, abundant fluent composition are slightly acidic, unable and involve meteoric water with salinity from 7 to 1 and sodium chloride, temperature from 350 to 70 centigrades, pressure from 500 to 1 bar, and abundant outcrop is visible, no cryptic. In relation to topography, it's poor to good outcrop former. The style of alteration is selectively pervasive and pervasive, that is, it can replace entire the box rock. The color usually is pale green, a beige, brown, bluish gray, and lemonade. The fabric is protolithic original. And about the dimension, it has a concentric area as much as 1.5 kilometers in radius. And about the dimension in depth is little known, but approximately 500 meters. And about the characteristic in a hand specimen, the common mineral in assemblages is a chloride, albite, a pedo, a smectite, and carbonate. The color is pale to medium green, pale buff. In the thin section characteristic, the minerals are the same, and in the hand specimen, the accessory minerals are, for example, clinosite, pyrite, pyrrhotite, brown and green biotite, hematite, and others. For example, the most important assemblages is chloride, albite, zeolite, carbonate, chloride, pyrite, pedo, calcite, chloride, calcite, kaolinite, and chloride, pedo. For example, you can see in this image, it's quartz monzonite, selectively pervasive, altered by chloride and pedo. The next is an example quartz monzonite also, in the case that replaced by pedo and calcite. The next picture shows below a drill core of a pedo, a carbonate, and calcite alterate. It is in an andesite porphyry. The pedo is light green and carbonate alterate to plagioclase feldspar. The dark green is chloride, alterate to mafic minerals. This alteration is it's very present in porphyry of copper and molybdenite deposits, such as Cerro Verde. Also in epithermal of mercury, base metal, gold silver deposits such as Lagunas Norte. Also respect spatial position with ore is in the friction in alteration, and respect spatial position with other alteration. It may pass inward to intermediate or geolic, and it may pass outward to zeolitic alteration. Well, I hope you have understood. Bye!
I'm going to talk about potassium silicate alteration, specifically adularia subtype, and its synonymous like potásic alteration. The abundance is common in epithermal systems. In the outward characteristics, we will find the visible or cryptic alteration, the relationship of topography, the style of alteration, the color, the fabric, shape and plane dimensions, the contact, and the relationship to other alteration types. This alteration is visible but in conspicuous stain with potassium cobalt-altering solutions. It's weakly prominent with vein and veinlet-like, more rapidly pipe-like. The style of this alteration is vein-controlled and bug-filling. It can be found in light colors like white, cream, and buff, and composition granuloplastic in fine-grained. In shape and plane dimensions can be found thin selvage, commonly less than 2 cm thick. This alteration is commonly knife-edged, sometimes gradational over a few centimeters. Also in innermost and commonly occupies the outer margins of vein and veinlets. May be intermingled with silica adularia at shallow levels or albeit adularia at deeper levels. Alteration types. For another part, in the hand specimen characteristics, we will find the mineral assemblage, the fabric, the texture, and the color. In the assemblage can be found the adularia plus quartz or chalcedony or opaline silica, plus illite, plus pyrite, plus hematite, plus albite and chlorite. The fabric is colorful banding, crossing form, and comb also massive. It quartz to very fine-grained heural adularia commonly resembling chalcedony or opal. It can be found in different colors like white, cream, or buff on weathered surface, weakly pearly or opalenses on fresh surface. Adularia was maybe in cupitions but stained yellow with potassium cobalt-altering solutions.
Thin section characteristics. I will talk about the potential alteration of adularia. We will start with the common minerals that can be found. These are adularia, quartz, chalcedony, opaline, silica, and hematites. Accessories minerals are like smectite, albite, chlorides, and others. Characteristics of mineral assemblage. There are three assemblages. And number one is adularia and chalcedony, or quartz opal. And number two is adularia, chalcedony, and illite. And number three is adularia, albite, and quartz. Texture. The texture in the alteration is of tight and granuloblastics, commonly very fine grains, or might be eudral. Mineral deposit alterations. Deposit type is a epithermal and gold and silver of adularia cerussite type, where is mainly gold and silver as the image shows. Spatial positions with ore. Adularia crystals commonly project into former open space of veins, and spatial positions with other alterations, innermost zones or intermediate argillic. Alteration type origins. And common postulates is an intercivil hypoaxial rock of clastic sedimentary rocks. Fluid compositions and salinity is low sulfur, generally low salinity is minor to 3% sodium chloride, and moderate salinity is between 5 and 12% sodium chloride. And fluid temperature is 380 centigrade with a depth of 1000 to 600 meters, and in some cases 1400 meters.
Continuing with the exhibition, I will present alteration of potassium silicate. Potassium silicate alteration forms as a replacement for plagioclase and mafic silicate minerals, and temperature in the regions of 600 to 450 centigrade. It is characterized by the formation of new potassium feldspar or biotite, usually together with minor sericity, fluorides, and quartz. The hydrothermal fluids responsible for this alteration are normally neutral to alkaline in pH. Outcrow characteristics: visible and rarely krypton alteration, relationship with outcrow ancient topographic, alteration style contour veins, penetrating selective by penetrating, cavity, filing, color when reaching feldspar, pink, pale red, salmon red, white, green or rusty. When reach biotite, brown, green or oxidized. Shape and dimensions, large irregular bodies of the hundreds of meters wide and long. The veins are commonly 1/7 wide. Characteristics of the hand sample: mineral assemblage, orthoclase microcline, Amazon stone, quartz, biotite, plugopite, chlorite. Texture: purpuroblastic, granoblastic, rich in brown and green biotite. The most common assemblages are biotite, quartz, potassium feldspar, magnetite, accompanied by variable amounts of minerals such as albite, sericite, anhydrite, apatite, and occasionally rutile. It is common in Perpetuity and epidermal mineral deposits in which it manifests in cell tower. The deepest and central parts generally constituting the core. A clear example of them is the Cerro Corona mining company, which is of the Propylitic type, and the Yanacocha company of the epidermal type. Thank you.
Texture characteristics core, mineral, white pine, turrate, orthoclase, and braidite, microshell, braid, and green. Bitite, chloride, quartz, bimite, anhydrite. Exoxide mineral white, ferron and dolomite, siderite, magnetic, rutile, pyrite, chalcopyrite, and molybdenum. Certeric mineral assemblages and feldspar, biotite, magnetite, que feldspar más biotite, anhydrite, que feldspar las chloride. Texture porphyrosis, blaster por stufre, grainer plastic mosaics veins, mineral deposit associations, deposit porphyry, copper and molybdenite, porphyry deposits in tanks, the grains, or types Cu, Mao, Asin, Tabuye, B, Cu, Saint, PV, Biafras the deposit on special possession withdraw, and some concentric and the round deposit. Speciations weight order, alteration main goals, high aluminum, island, the bonsai, pipe rifle, corundum. All the also bien or next without bearing, Sorian selection, alteration, my pace in words in the cell soul and award to series or purpure direct song, alteration type or against. Comporlace or purufre granitoid and Bayrite Pidans, also felsic volcanic rocks, and white rare country rocks, fluid for composition, and selenite highly saline, commonly for rice 15 taba using pulsation sodium coil. Normally fluids temperatures commonly a 5 Ritus and from rare is 7 hands to 5 side the Andri Dakenation